The OHL takes a look at each of our teams as we head into the 2022-2023 season. Joining me now is Niagara IceDogs head coach Daniel Fitzgerald. Coach, thanks so much for taking the time today.
Thanks for having me.
Where to start? A lot of change over the summer, including you at the center of it. Could you describe for me your overall thoughts on preseason so far and how the IceDogs are shaping up?
Yeah, I think we're shaping up nicely. The preseason's given us an opportunity to get to know some of the new faces. Obviously, for me, all the guys are new for the most part. Having an opportunity to get all the guys together and start gelling, and we've seen some things that we really like, and it's been a great time for us to see areas that we need to improve and develop ways to attack those areas. And it's been very good so far.
As a coach, what's the most important part to you when you kind of have a group of guys that are more or less unfamiliar with each other being put on a new team with a new type of culture?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's critical to start building relationships between players and the staff, but also the players and the players. And the more that they care about each other, the more they're going to want to battle for each other. The easier it is to play with each other. And so we've put a real focus on getting to know one another. Developing those relationships, building that trust, and the on ice stuff. It'll come. As long as we take care of what we need to inside the room.
Your general manager has put in a lot of work in the off season to bring some new additions to the team, but one name that really stands out is former second overall OHL draft pick Pano Fimis. How important is he to your lineup this year?
Yeah, Pano was here last year. Pano's a incredibly skilled player, very intelligent hockey player. He comes to the rink with a joy every day, which is awesome to work with. And that can be infectious for his teammates. So the more he does that, the better our entire group is. A very talented player. He's going to drive us offensively, along with a number of guys who we feel are able to push the pace offensively. And for him, I know he's looking to have a big season, and we're expecting a big one out of him.
On the topic of returning players, you have a good group of guys returning to the team again. Who are you really looking forward to seeing be a leader for those new younger guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Landon Cato being named our captain, a returning player, familiar with the organization, familiar with the community. He's been integral in us developing, our new culture here. And he's really taken the reins beautifully. He's a dynamic leader. He's somebody who's not afraid to have uncomfortable conversations, which is exactly what you want out of your leader. But he's a guy who really rallies the troops, and his play also speaks for itself. And when you couple a great player with great leadership skills, and he's somebody that we're really going to lean on this year as a staff. But I think his teammates are really going to lean on him as well for support on and off the ice.
We've been in preseason for a couple weeks now and a couple exhibition games in there as well. What rookies have really stood out to you so far?
I mean, obviously Kevin He coming in as a high pick. He's been dynamic all over the ice. He's been a sponge in practice. He's really popped. His trajectory is outstanding. His potential is, it's limitless, really. And we're really excited to see what he can bring this year and down the road. He's somebody who's going to push some of the older guys, which is exciting. Keep them honest, and I know he's up to the challenge to try and steal somebody's job. So that just makes us a better hockey team when we have that competitive fire. Kevin's been fantastic. But Andrew Vermeulen as well has jumped in. As a first-year player, 16-year-old who's a big body. He's going to be a big part of our future, and we're looking for big things out of him this year and beyond as well.
And finally, as a coach, what do you expect out of your team this year?
Yeah, I expect us to be very hard to play against. I expect when teams get off the bus, when they get to the Meridian Center here in Niagara, they're almost behind the eight ball because they know what kind of game they're going to get into. It's going to be difficult to find space for them. We're going to be a team that is always on the attack, both offensively and then defensively. We like to play with a lot of pace. We like to keep the puck and get frustrating for other teams. So for us, it's just we put in 60 minutes every night. We're going to put ourselves in a good position to win hockey games and win a lot of hockey games, and get a reputation around the league as a team that you don't want to face.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time today. I wish you and the Ice Dogs the best of luck as we head into this new season.
Thanks so much for having me.